Yeah, so I received a phone call from Uganda. Actually, my family this summer, we've been waking up very early in the morning to pray from 3 a.m., sometimes go up to 9 a.m., sometimes we stop at 6 a.m., and at 9 a.m., have to prepare for work, and leave the house. So we started raising this altar this summer. So this particular morning, we stopped praying around 6 a.m. and I received a phone call from Uganda, a friend of mine that I met in February this year. And we started having a conversation, and she told me that her brother hadn't been in school for almost a month. Now, her brother is 18 years old and he is in senior 3, which is junior high in Uganda. And at 18, you're supposed to be in senior high. You're supposed to be actually like in your final year of senior high before you go to university. So I asked why he is 18 and still in junior high. And she told me, well, whenever the mom can't afford school fees, they would stay home, and sometimes they'll miss a year and repeat a year because they'll be chased away from school. So I was touched by this story, and I asked her, how much does your brother need to go back to school? Because at this point he hadn't been in school for like a month, and this is second term. Every year in Uganda, every school year has 3 terms. So I offered by faith when she told me that the school fees is around 350,000 Ugandan shillings, which is the equivalent of $100. I offered to pay school fees by faith. Now, my daughter likes eavesdropping, and I asked her why she likes eavesdropping. Heaven, what did you tell me when I asked you why you like eavesdropping?
Well,
You said that kids are what?
Well, I'm just curious.
Yeah, she says that kids are curious. Every time I say, hey, don't do that, she says, I'm just a kid. I can't help myself. And I tell her, you gotta take responsibility. You can't keep saying, I'm just a kid. So anyway, she told me she was curious. Well, she was eavesdropping, listening to grown people's conversations. But she overheard me promising that I would pay school fees for this boy. And she asked me, she said, Dad, hey, Heaven, what did you tell me when you overheard me saying that I wanted to help? You said that, Dad, can I help too?
Yeah.
And Heaven has like some money she's been saving over the years. And I told her, if you want to help, you're going to have to take money from your savings to help, but you're going to help in third term. Third term starts in September. Now, we did this in July last month, and I offered to pay for second term. Now, the moment I got off the phone with this friend of mine, a friend of mine that gives me gigs to do, side work, calls me and say, hey, Rennie, where are you? I say, I'm still home. He said, well, there's a company that needs someone who can go to a town called El Dorado, which is like 30 minutes from my house on my way to work. And they need you to take pictures of a house there that a client of theirs wants to buy. And they'll pay $100. Now, what's amazing about this is I had promised by faith that I was going to pay this boy's school fees, right?
Right.
And then God provides a job of $100 5 minutes after I got off the phone. Like, amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you can make this stuff up, right?
Yeah.
That's the hand of God. It's funny because they say that if we want to live a supernatural life, we have to be willing to do that which is naturally possible. And then God is going to step in and do that which is naturally impossible. So he adds his super to our natural, and it becomes supernatural. So by faith, I promised out of a good heart, and my daughter also offered to part with $100 of her savings to pay for this boy's school fees, and God provided a job immediately. I had told this girl, tell your mom and your brother that he's going to go back to school on Monday. I made the promise on Friday. That same day, I get this job, I get paid, and I send the money to Uganda, and this boy went back to school on Monday, right?
Right.
So I told them that my daughter was also going to pay for his third term, which means this whole year his school fees is taken care of. Now, this is part of the story of how Heaven Made T-shirts began. And until next time, we'll be sharing the other parts of the story. Maybe we're gonna break it down into like 3 parts because Heaven has to go to bed now. It's bedtime, right?
Yep.
You want to say something to the people that are listening?
Well, thank you all for listening, and I hope you enjoy our story. And
God bless you.
God bless you.
All right, until next time, this is the Heaven Made Podcast. We'll be speaking to you again soon. God bless.